every day you and I are exposed to radiation on some little level. Whether it's your cell phone, if you don't believe me, check the FCC warning that came with your cell phone. There are small amounts of radiation being emitted from your small appliances at home, such as your microwave, your laptops, your desktops, and your computers. But for the 1,500 PhD scientists and for the 15 staff members that work at the Daedong complex in South Korea, handling nuclear energy and radioactive material, they were exposed to radiation on a much higher level than the general public I just spoke of. There was a serious loss to these people and to the government due to the severe weakening of their immune system from their work environment. The government mandated that they would come up with a food option that would enhance their ability to improve their immunity, because they knew if they strengthened immunity, the body has the ability to self-heal and to go against dangerous pathogens. The government instituted CARI in 1959 as a sole professional research development for nuclear power. The government mandated that, again, they create a food option, and this mandate was called the HemoHim Project, which is what the Atomy signature line is. It took about 15 PhD scientists and about 30 of their staff members to research about 1,000 vegetables, fruits, herbs, and medicinal medicines that their ancestors were using. And they handed that essay over to the Ministry of Science and Technology. And we have HemoHim today, and therefore we have Atomy. Atomy was founded to produce the goods that is being, products that were produced by Colmar Beauty and Health. And Colmar Beauty and Health is founded to produce the goods that the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute, specifically the Food Life Engineering team that I just talked about, and they have a joint venture. You have CARI and you have Colmar. They joined the venture for Colmar Beauty and Health, and they take it right to from the manufacturer right to the consumer through Atomy, and this is where we come in. There's 3 ways that Atomy uses to get the product from the manufacturer right to the consumer without any price and bubble. What is it to have a great research breakthrough that is being patented all over the world as we speak if you can't get it into everybody's hands? It shouldn't matter what somebody's social economic background is. The rich, the middle class, and the poor should have access to this breakthrough research. And that's why Atomy is a great company, because they take it right from the manufacturer right into the consumer's hand without any price and bubble. But what's fascinating is that most people must sell their services and their ability for a change for a wage. Most people work paycheck to paycheck, unable to retire. A lot of people lost their savings in the last financial collapse. But in Atomy's system, every consumer is given the opportunity to create their own wealth. That is great news, right? Because we have the power of distribution. They're cutting out all the middlemen. There is no advertising sale campaigns. There is no paying celebrities. It's taking right from the manufacturer again, right to the consumer. I'm going to take a little bit to talk about CARI because you need to know who is behind these products so that you can have confidence that this is not your Johnny-come-lately company that has just popped up. CARI is fastly becoming, in the past 50 years, as the driving force behind Korea's national economic growth by using nuclear as a major energy source. But in the past 50 years, CARI has dedicated in finding wide ranges of uses for atomic energy, such as they just created their first radio pharmaceutical injection to treat liver cancer. They are also using high laser technology, utilizing stable radioisotopes for medical use and for creating special foods, such as HemoHim. But they're also responsible for the International Space Food Program and foods for the military. They are advancing their knowledge and their research. And if you Google CARI, you will find that they are becoming rapidly known for their research and development in other fields. This is a major, major institution that you can be confident about. The second venture into this is Colmar. Colmar is an empire within themselves. They have 100 years of research and development that holds 20% of the market share for cosmetics, medicine, manufacturing, and packaging. They have their roots in Colmar Group, which is all over the world, in Japan, Canada, China, Thailand, Hungary, Australia, and Mexico. And their research has produced over more than 20,000 kinds of prescription products that are leading and cutting edge by determining the trends and seeing the future. As you can see, Colmar, Korea has many research and development centers, and most of their employees, 20% of their employees, are researchers. They have 65% of activities serving the cosmetics sector. They have 30% in the pharmacy sector and 5% in the dietary supplements. This is a prestigious institution with a manufacturer that has 100 years of research and development behind them. Be confident in the products that you use and you shop for daily with this kind of caliber. Now, when I explain Atomy to my sphere or my family, they look at me like I have two heads. So I wanted to come up with a way that would safely explain something that was easy. So what I've come up with is that Atomy really is almost like a wholesale membership club, just like a Costco member or a BJ's or a Sam's Club. You can have access to wholesale buying, but you don't have to pay any fees. Costco makes most of their money on their members' fees. I think it's $50 for each member. That is their bulk of their earnings, because they do this every year to every member to have access to their bulk buying and to their products. Again, Atomy membership is free. Atomy is partially a retail outlet where you can buy the products in bulk and you can resell them up to 100% sales margin. You have remember, most people must sell their wages or their abilities. Some people have shops. They have to buy product anyway. Reach out to those estheticians. Reach out to those people that provide services at spas or they do hair. Reach out to them, because not only is Atomy products absolute quality at absolute prices, but it gives them a sales margin where they can turn around and buy those products and become an auto consumer for you. Again, Atomy is partially a direct distributor because they use you and I, cutting out any middleman, helping us to create our own wealth. Atomy is also a global super network. It doesn't matter where you live. You can have international base right under your own group, and you can take your business wherever you want to go. I also explained that Atomy is like an unfranchised business. In the past, if you wanted to build passive income, brick and mortar was the way to go. You would buy a share into a franchise. You would end up paying fees. You would have to pay royalties. You would have all this overhead cost. You would have to carry all the employee wages. But with Atomy, it's all online. They take care of everything for you. It is almost like it is your own personal shop. You have to change the way you think. It's your own shop. You don't have to pay royalties. You don't have to pay online fees. You don't have to pay membership. It is a company that's saying, we're handing you your own shop, buy your own products, share it with your sphere, your family, or the people that you know in the retail industry. Make your own wealth. Spread the good news to everyone around you, because like I said, a lot of people are unable to retire. You have the power in your hands to liberate and bring freedom to somebody else. That is exciting. So again, members are always free. There is not, and I have to emphasize when you talk to people, because the first thing they want to do is put their hand up. Oh, I don't want to hear about that. Free, free, free. Tell your base it's free. So Atomy also fits my philosophy about giving back and cherishing the spirit, because we're made more than just body and mind. We have a soul and a spirit. So Atomy's biblical principle is they value people more than they value financial wealth. They also want you to create the vision. Use Atomy to create the vision in your mind. If you were given an amazing company without any liability or less than no liability, What would you do? What would you do tomorrow? What dreams would you dream? Create the vision in your mind. So when the times come hard, you can say, you know what, that's the goal I want. I'm going to push forward and I'm going to make it through because this is the vision that I have. And serve. Serve with humility. It's always best. Don't look at people as your sales option. Look at people with real, genuine, that you want to help them. Serve them. Atomy is being expanded all over the globe as we speak. It just opened up their Taiwan office in this January, and they serve Canada and broke through the American market in 2010. So we're going to talk a little bit about earning income for the products you use every day. We call our team Team Revolution because in Boston, it was the Tea Party that actually started the revolution that I believe, as consumers, we can set the bar high. We vote with our pocketbooks. We can tell the people who manufacture things and the stores that we go into, we don't like the way that you treat the consumer. Atomy, again, is your own shop. Share that with somebody else. So there are two philosophies out there in our world today, and it's capitalism versus socialism. Winston Churchill said, "The inherent vice of capitalism is unequaled share of blessing. The inherent virtue of socialism is the equal share of miseries." Atomy bridges those two philosophies because they believe in equal blessing and equal sharing around the sphere. So when I talked to my sphere and my friends, I had to find out what is it the number one resistance. So I had to do my own homework to find out what are other millionaires saying about direct marketing. Because one of the oppositions that I even did when I came to the first Academy last May, I said, I don't want to be part of any network business or direct selling. But that was what we call presumption knowledge. Presumption knowledge is very dangerous. It doesn't even work in marriages. Why would we do that with each other and with things we don't know? So let's look at what Bill Gates had to say. He said, if I was given a choice to start all over again, I would choose network marketing. Robert Kiyosaki, the #1 personal finance book of all time, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. What does he say? He said, the richest people look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. Warren Buffett, he invests in many network marketings. And you can usually Google this, put this up on YouTube, listen to them. They have a wealth of knowledge when it comes to direct marketing. There was an interview between Donald Trump and David Letterman. David Letterman says, Donald, if you lost your wealth tomorrow, what would you do? And Donald replied, I would find the best network system company and I would be busy getting to work. The crowd booed him and shooed him. And what he said in return was, well, that's why I'm sitting where I am, and that's why you're sitting where you are. So I delved more into it and found out that the total global sales of 2012, I thought the NFL had a huge amount of sales. They were the least. The music industry, $16.5 billion. Video gaming, $67 billion. The network marketing, $167 billion. Network marketing companies share large percentages of their sales with their distributors to the tune of $65 billion last year, in 2012. How much did other companies share with you? So as you saw the opening video, they showed that Atomy was #1 Korean network company to reach $10 million in exports. The sales in Korea in 2013 was to the tune of $320 million, up from a third from the year before for $230 million. Is Atomy a great upcoming company? Yes. Yes, you should be happy. You're part of a company that is blowing the competition out of the water. They have the infrastructure, they have the product, an absolute product, at an absolute price, with an absolute system. Atomy added 2 million members, and 80,000 members are being added monthly. That is phenomenal. In network marketing, our efforts is a collaborative effort. I was listening to Robert Kiyosaki today. Even I always listen to something inspirational every day. If you're a small business owner or you're in a specialized field, this is you. You're all by yourself. If you're a small business owner and you get into a car wreck, who's going to step in and do this business for you? You're going to lose everything. But with network marketing, you are doing what is called a collaborative effort. You're creating community. There's unity. My purchase benefits your income. It's a collaborative effort. Join. Be part of the synergy. Be part of the economic synergy. So let's talk a little bit more about this breakthrough research, what I'm sure we're going to hear a little bit more today. But I'm going to touch on it a little bit again. This was an 8-year research that cost the Korean taxpayers 5 billion Korean won, which is equivalent to about 5 million US dollars. It took about 8 years, 15 PhD scientists, 30 of their staff members. And like I said, it is being patented all over the world as we speak. There's about 159 research papers on the pubmed.gov, right on our, you can Google that. 159 research papers on this product alone. How many people in your sphere need to know about this breakthrough product? And because of the breakthrough research, this is where we get the skincare line. All that technology is how the other skincare line came into fruition. But the breakthrough technology really is the extraction of plant roots, right? They're able to extract from herbs the very active ingredients, because we know that herbs can be very toxic, they can be odor, and there could be color. Their breakthrough research was able to extract the active components and then use biotechnology. Biotechnology, it really is using things that are in nature, living organisms to create products. Atomy doesn't use synthetic, it uses nature. So the 3 flowers that was Angelica radix, Cnidium officinale, and Peona japonica. And what these reports have shown was that it creates NK cell activation within the bone marrow. If your immune system is doing what it was created to do, because your body can self-heal, the NK cell will be activated within your bone marrow and will go after those dangerous pathogens. It also does cytokine improvement. Cytokine is the language that happens within the immune system. It's almost like a signaling. And it also proved to enhance the immunity and immunity cell activation. And here in our own patents in America, it is written, herbal composition for improving immune response, hematopoiesis of the body, and protecting the body from oxidative damage, and the method of preparing the same. How many people in your sphere are ill, suffering from all kinds of chronic diseases? They need to know about HemoHim. HemoHim was introduced to the world scene at the International Atomic Energy Council in Vienna in 2007, and Carrie introduced it to the world. And on their website at the International Atomic Energy Council, they put HemoHim as an herbal radioprotector because HemoHim has shown to protect the hematopoietic stem cells and accelerating the recovery of the immune cells. That means it attacks, it raises the immunity system so that it'll go after those dangerous pathogens. And it can improve the function of the B cells and T cells and NK cells, regenerating and significantly improving by the administration of HemoHim. That is exciting news. So we're going to get into the skincare now, and the skincare is also amazing. I think we were introduced probably to the skincare at first. I know in 2010, my aunt had given me a box of skincare 6-set, and she gave me the foam cleanser and the toothpaste, and I've never looked back after that. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that foam cleanser. And if you haven't used the foam cleanser, why aren't you using the foam cleanser? So the Skincare 6 system uses 3 technologies, advanced technologies that were broadcast in the Korean news. And they have been approved by the FDA as a well-being certification because of their anti-cancer properties within the skincare. This is also exciting news that you need to get out to your sphere. It's non-toxic, it's highly herbal, and it's doing great things to your skin. So what was this breakthrough? Another part of that breakthrough research, and the best way I can try to translate to you is this: they harvest herbs from the angel farm within 24 hours, and there are organic herbs. They boil them like they're Chinese teas, and they use gamma ray technology. What is gamma ray? It's part of the radiation. You got alpha, beta, gamma, and then you have the X-ray. They use 60 kilovolts of energy to go this harness of herbs, and they are able to extract all the toxins, all the color, all the odors, and recombine all the active ingredients in those herbs, and they put it in the skincare 6 set. That is also very amazing news, right? Because traditionally, everybody has to use dried herbs, and you can only put 0.01. So if a company says they have herbs in their content of their skincare, no, they cannot get more than 0.01. Atomy can get 0.5. Move the decimal point 2 places to the left. That's 500 times more herbal composition than any product on the global market. That is, nobody can replicate that, and we have that at Atomy. The second part of the breakthrough that they put into the skincare is the Oriental medicine fermentation technology. No one can do this either because of this. If you see the VOD of how Mr. CEO Han-Gil Park talks about how they harvest this vegetable worm and how the mushrooms fall onto the worm, and they're able to harvest that and put that because of the anti-cancer properties that this mushroom has. That is a fascinating video you need to watch, but they're able to do this. They ferment them in the brown rice. And these are the three, one being mushroom, the other being the rice, and the other one being, it's a combination. I don't know, I can't read that. Sorry. And the third is the capsule technology that was from Colmar Beauty and Health. Colmar came up with nanotechnology that they were given awards at the International Federation of Societies of Cosmetics Chemists in Italy for their nanotechnology. All our pores are 100 to 200 nanometers wide. Essence, being the award that they were recognized for, is only 30 to 50 nanometer wide. That means it's getting down to the skin 5 level deep. They beat out $300 bottles of Essence. And there they received the Jang Young Sil Award, and the award was given from Korea for the innovation by the Ministry of Education, Science, and Technology. If you're using anybody Essence, use Atomy. They're the ones with the breakthrough technology, and if you buy 4 of them, they're like $17. What value? Absolute product, absolute price, absolute company. And here's the skin set. I think they started out with 5, but now they've added the BB cream. And the core content of all the baseline of the skincare is active green tea ingredients. They also have fresh organic herbs and that anti-aging fermentation that we just talked about. Doing good things on the skin. And then their other line is the aesthetic care at home, the evening 4. And this is where your estheticians need to know about this line. This is a wonderful line, the deep cleansing, the foam cleanser. Men, women, and children can use this foam cleanser. Men, use it as shaving cream. Save yourself from buying that toxic, flammable shaving cream you put on your face. Foam cleanser does a great job. And another thing about the Atomy products is that they got multi-functions. You can save a lot of money. Not only you're saving buying the product, but you can replace all the other products by combining them because they are multifunctional. The peeling gel I love, and the mask is just, there's nothing like it. And their newest line, one for treating acne, and the other for people with more intensity that needs more moisture. That calming skincare line is an amazing product. Share this with your sphere. And then you have 2 non-GMO, which is we want to get away from all the toxins. The Toxic Foundation has put out a radar saying we and our families and our children We're all exposed to toxins up to 500 times a day. Women using lipstick, you're putting coal and tar if you're using any other product, because Atomy's lipsticks are non-GMO. They have no genetic altered stuff in it. Atomy men. Men love to take care of their skin too. And like I said, my husband uses the foam cleanser as a shaving cream. He uses the toner as an aftershave. He uses the essence, which gets that moisture in, and he's seen tremendous recovery of his tired skin. And then Atomy has the sunscreen, which is great because most doctors are going to tell you right now, if you have zinc oxide and titanium dioxide for their skin cancer patients, they tell them this is the two ingredients you need to put on your skin. Atomy has it in clear or in tinted. And the healthcare lines. I can't say enough about this beauty because it has, I believe, the best of what nature has. You have concentrated berry powder, concentrated fruit powder, and concentrated vegetable powder. But it also, again, saves you money. Why? Because it also includes coenzyme Q10, hyaluronic acid, and collagen. This is an amazing vitamin. And they also have balance for your zincs and your minerals that you're lacking. I can't say enough about probiotics. If you're not on a probiotic, why aren't you? More science, more research is coming out about how effective probiotics. And of course, we know that Colmar, being 100 years of research and development, you have Carey with their technology and breakthrough science. Why would you use any other probiotic, what I'm going to tell you next, than Atomy's probiotic? You want to trust the manufacturer behind this product. Because I am going for my certification as a health coach, I'm going to tell you that one of the Dr. Lipman out of the Bronx, New York City, he has what he's called functional medicine. And what they're beginning to recognize is that 70% of your immune system lives in your digestive tract. That means that is a huge organ system that is completely ignored. There are 10 times more bacteria in your body than there are cells. There are 10 times more bacteria in your belly than there are cells in your body. How important is it to have a good digestive system? Because even that digestive tract, your gut is your second brain, because the chemicals that are produced in the brain is actually made in your gut. You need to use probiotics. They will clean out and put the good bacteria back in there, and you will see a slew of health conditions minimized by the addition of probiotics. And then personal care products, right? I can't say enough about this toothpaste. If you're not using Atomy toothpaste, this is your own shop. Why aren't you using Atomy toothpaste? And the only reason I said this, because at the last conference I was at, there were people in the bathroom brushing their teeth, and there was Crest, there was Colgate, there was AIM. I'm at an Atomy conference. Why isn't anybody using Atomy toothpaste? This is the best toothpaste on the market. I hadn't gone to the dentist in 5 years due to being independent workers. Me and my husband both own our own companies. Those are kinds of expenses that go to the wayside. But I finally went a year ago, and again, frightened what they're gonna find, because every time you go, what do? They scrape your gums, and I got scared about what they would find. But she kept humming, and she kept hawing, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is gonna cost me a lot of money. And she says, what have you been doing? Because I know you haven't been here in 5 years. She says, there is no tartar or plaque on your teeth. And I don't compliment people very lightly on hygiene, but you've got the best hygiene ever. Atomy toothpaste, hands down. Share that with people. That will help with a variety of different problems. Gingivitis is horrible. Receding gums are horrible. You have amazing product called Atomy Propolis. Share it with your people. The toothbrush, amazing, amazing brush. I can't say enough about that also, because it's even better than the electric toothbrush, because it's so small, the bristles, they're getting up underneath the gums and really cleaning that out. And no bacteria can grow in this brush. I'm not even going to tell you what I know about bacteria on toothbrushes, but Atomy's toothbrushes are antibacterial. And then the other lines are in the personal care. You have the body lotion. You have the Herbal Day pads for women, and then you have the Oriental Herb Cleanser, and you got all the hand care sets that you need. And then, effective for hair loss and prevention, Atomy shampoo has Atomy Sangmingdong, which is an Oriental medicine that helps clean out the hair residue in your hair. It is an amazing product. I have more consumers for that hair liquid for women 50 years and older because it helps them not lose their hair. Because again, if you have a weakened immune system, the first signal, your body's speaking to you. If you're starting to feel things and your hair is falling, there's something wrong with the immune system. You want to get healthy and you want to use great products to keep you healthy. So, I have a question for you. Are you ready for a change? Right? Do you want to keep throwing money at someone else for things that you buy on a daily basis? Right? If you were given a turnkey business, would you jump at the opportunity? That's what Atomy is. You have to change your mind. This is your own personal store. If this was a brick and mortar store, would you go to a different store and buy a product that you already have yourself? You shop for yourself, from yourself. This is your own shop. So let's recap. We got an absolute product. Atomy has, hands down, the best product on the global market as far as I'm concerned. Absolute prices. Nowhere can they get lower than what Atomy already has. Atomy has an absolute system. And Atomy is an absolute company because, again, they value people more than they do financial wealth. They want to be able to share the love with everyone in the world, making them all shareholders, making sure that nobody goes unemployed. They have a philosophy of loving your neighbor, really living that out. So, what do you need to do? You need to sign up for your free membership. Start using your free personal shopping mall for the things you buy on a daily basis already. Use Atomy great products for total well-being, not only just on your skin, inside your body, but then share the good news with others. We have a sacred duty. When we have such great news and we find such value, it is our obligation to share that news with the people we love. We don't know who else we could set free. Freedom is liberating. Everybody wants to be free. I have handed more businesses to people in the last 10 days. When I turn over, sign them up. I said, here you go. Here's your business. Go create your own wealth. Atomy is putting the fishing pole in your hand to catch as many fish as you want instead of the government handing you a fish. Use that fishing pole. Use that as your ability to create wealth for yourself. The only person looking back in the mirror that gives you, oh, I can't do it, is you. You have been given an opportunity. Embrace it and push forward. Again, share that good news with others. Thank you very much.